Good afternoon and welcome everyone in this interesting and latest webinar in our series of Minitab webinars. We are going to cover an interesting topic today. It is the newly released predictive analytics module in Minitab. My name is Vineet. I'm a Minitab certified trainer and principal data scientist at Square Circle. I'm joined by my co-host Mr. Samir Sortur, founder and CEO of Square Circle. So, Square Circle is a data science consulting and analytics firm from the last 7 years. For all of you who know Minitab, Minitab has grown from a single statistical product to a drive process excellence and Six Sigma. Today, it is a solution analytics company. Square Circle is a proud partner for Minitab across Middle East and Africa. So Minitab has currently six products in their portfolio with a recent two new products. One is Minitab Connect and one is Minitab Engage, which completes the whole solution for business analytics. And recently they have added another module which is predictive analytics module in Minitab statistical software. So here is the whole suite of Minitab. So the first is Minitab, which is a powerful statistical software everyone can use. The next is Saltfold predictive model, which is used for machine learning and predictive analytics. Then the Minitab workspace, it helps you to visually see your process. And now the latest one is the Minitab Engage, which helps you to track, manage, and execute your improvement projects with real-time dashboards. Another one is Quality Trainer. It is an online e-learning tool for Minitab and statistics. And then Minitab Connect, which helps you to visualize your data in real time. It can connect to many different sources. Along with these softwares, we do provide Minitab certified training services, statistical consulting, and any installation support if necessary for the latest releases. At Square Circle, we are fortunate to work with some of the big clients in the different sectors such as oil and energy, pharmaceuticals, hospitals and healthcare, chemicals, telecom, and you can see we have worked almost in every other sector like banking, financial, education. So, till now in our previous webinars, what we have learned, we have learned how to import data in Minitab. We learned about the first pass analysis, how to calculate key statistics. We learned about macros. We learned about hypothesis test, correlation, regression, and in our previous webinar, we learned about a little bit on machine learning. We learned about CART, what is CART, and conceptually how to analyze CART in Minitab under the stat module. But after the release of predictive analytics module, we will see again CART, and for this webinar specifically, we will look into how to predict with CART regression. Now, this is the learning objectives. In the next coming series, we will be looking along for we will be looking at predictive analytics module altogether. Like we will be looking at CART regression, CART classification, tree-net regression, tree-net classification, and most probably in the coming months, we will be looking at random forest regression and classification also. So in last webinar, we learned what is CART regression and how to analyze CART using Minitab. So for this webinar, I will be specifically focusing on a new data set and how you are going to predict any values using this CART regression. So those of you who have not watched like a previous webinars, I strongly suggest you to go and watch that first. I'll quickly go through like what is CART and then like a brief about our previous webinar. So cart is so why do we use cart? Cart provides insights for a wide range of applications like in manufacturing, drug discovery, fraud detection, credit scoring, churn detection. Okay, it is used in multiple industries and multiple sectors. It is a modeling technique based on recursive partitioning that can be used to predict both continuous and categorical responses. These predictive models offer automatic variable selection and are easy to build in Minitab. Now, this is the CAR terminology which we discussed in our previous webinar also. There is a root node, then there is a splitter, there is a decision node and a terminal node. So here are some guidelines when you use predictive analytics module and you are going to use CART regression. Your response, your target variable should be continuous because this is regression. Your predictor variables may be continuous or categorical, and a test set is recommended when the number of cases is greater than 5000. So by default, Minitab uses cross validation when the number of cases is less than equal to 5000. Okay, so so this was the problem which we have taken in our last webinar also. I'll just quickly discuss about that. A healthcare provider operates a facility that provides a substance abusement treatment, which is also like a drug treatment service. So one of the services at the facility is an outpatient detoxification program where a regular course of treatment can last from 1 to 30 days. Now the team responsible for projecting staffing and supply wants to study whether they can make a better predictions about the length of time a patient uses services based on information that they have collected about the patient when the patient enters the program. So these variables we have discussed last time also, they include demographic informations and like the variables about the patient's substance abuse. We also discussed why you should not be using a traditional regression because of the missing value pattern in the data. The analysis will omit 70% of the data. So that's why we are using cart regression and not the traditional regression. So let me just go to my Minitab screen and we will be doing this analysis again. So using the predictive analytics module, things will remain the same actually. But today we will be learning, we will going one step further and learning how to predict a new data set for a new values. So let's go to Minitab. So here we are in our Minitab screen. You can see I have the same dataset length of service where we have several variables like age at admission, age of first drug use, any rest, days waiting of service, previous treatment. So let's go and generate our cart regression model. So for this is the new predictive analytics module which you will find in your new Minitab. This is a separate module which you might need to purchase along with the Minitab statistical software. So let's go to Minitab and predictive analytics module, cart regression. So here it will ask for length of service. So the what is the response variable? We have the length of service. For the continuous predictors, we have this, and for categorical variables, we have other stimulant to DSM diagnosis. So let's check for validation. We are going to use k-fold cross validation, and then let me just click OK. It is processing. So it has generated a 20 node cart, and here you can see The node splitting method is least square. uh, and here you can also change the number of terminal nodes, the optimal one. So using an alternative tree which we have seen in our previous webinar. So I think it was at around 17 last time, uh, which was the optimal tree. But right now we wanted some prediction. So this is the relative variable importance chart. We first looked at the model summary, and then we evaluated the performance of the smaller trees, and then we looked at this chart, the chart of relative importance of variable, which shows us like the most important predictor variable is alcohol use. If the like contribution of top predictor variable, alcohol use is around 100%. And you can compare the other variables like alcohol is used to determine the importance. Then this primary substance, the second one, this one, the primary substance of abuse and plant medicinal therapy, they are like around 92% as important as alcohol use. Then there is heroin use. So you can see what is the relative importance of variable actually in this, and then we have discussed this in our previous webinar. So today what we are going to do, based on this tree which has been generated, we want to predict, if for example if a new data comes to us with like age, a age of first drug use, days waiting or period, previous treatment episodes, we want to predict the length of service. So how we are going to do it? For that, now to predict the the continuous variable for the new data, what you need to do, you need to go to predict. Now here you can see there is a list of uh, columns which it will ask. But here again, the first thing is enter columns of values. So you might have data in, like you want to fill in data for each of these values, or you might want to fill columns. Like you might want to fill individual values, or you might want to give values in some column like in Excel sheet or like a worksheet here at Minitab. So how you are going to do it, let me just first show you. So this is the data for which we are going to predict. There are 7 rows. We have some data like age at admission, first use arrest, and then this previous treatment episodes, years of education, planned medical therapy, and we want to predict the length of service based on the data which has been given to you. Now we have already trained our model on the length of service, and now we are going to predict on this prediction data. So how we are going to do it? There is a button which says predict at the end of the analysis. Click here. Now enter values, individual values. If you want to enter individual values, for example age at admission, age of first drug use, so you can do that. But I have values in the columns and I need to just give it. So age at admission, we need to select actually one by one. Age of first drug use, age in previous days of waiting, previous treatment, years of education, other stimulant, psychiatric, pregnant, gender, veteran, alcohol use. Okay. So just bear with me. I'm selecting it one by one so that there is no mismatch between the values, because you might not want to like use all the variables to predict. You might want to use only some of the variables. So I'm just giving the right one, right column here, otherwise it may give you wrong results. Other sedatives, inhalant, non-prescription drug, other use, intravenous, living arrangements. And see, this is very important because if there is a mismatch in the column, your prediction will go completely wrong. And I think we have done this. So it is asking, okay, we will be doing it in the prediction table. Let me just click OK. So it says prediction of for length of service prediction column of predicted statistics are stored in the worksheet. So let me just go on the right hand side of this sheet and see if it has generated. Let me just make it a little bigger. So here you can see this fit column, fit 0. This is the prediction for the length of service, and it is showing uh, like for 2, the number of folds here, like for from 1 to 20 it has taken, because the number of nodes in our analysis was for 20 nodes. So for 1, 5, 9, 15 and 20 it has shown those values. Like uh, for the node 1 it is like the length of service will be 5 around 6 days, then this is around 11 days, 15 days, 27 days, 20. So this is how you can predict the length of service, or like any other continuous variable through cart regression using predictive analytics module. If you need any more information, let me just go back to our slide. So now we have seen how you will predict the values, and using the predictive analytics module. I hope this was helpful. This was very short, I know, for like cart regression, but yes, this is in this brief time we have learned how to predict a new value, or our target value based on the existing values. I know like cart is like a big algorithm. So if you have any other questions or you have any other queries, please email us at futureskills@datatools.me. See you again in our next session with cart classification. Thank you.